What are we gonna call the four of us? I don't know, but should be something fantastic. The Fantastic Four.
That's it.
Yeah.
Marvel.
That's kind of like the same thing as like when you're watching like a music documentary with like a huge band, and they're always just like, yeah, like we wrote that song in like 5 minutes.
Why are all the Fantastic bands British?
I don't know. It just feels
They actually
like
adopt the accent as they wrote.
yeah, as they're doing just for the interviews.
We're actually from Liverpool.
Oh, we're from Brooklyn.
All right. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, you're watching a live chat with Water Temple. I'm your host, Sergio Galeano, and I'm joined by, once again, he's back, Thomas Keller, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome him back.
Hello, everyone.
Hey, what's going on?
Hiya.
Yeah. So I'm here with Chad and Brendan. You guys played a killer set.
Thank
Truly
you.
Thank you.
awesome.
Thank you very much.
Why don't we just start off by telling us? Why don't you guys tell us? What is Water Temple, and
Give us
how
the
much
plug.
do you like Zelda: Ocarina of Time?
Enough to name the band after it. We started out as like it was a recording project that I was doing in the dorms, Millennium Hall.
Ooh,
Shout out to Millennium.
Yeah.
That place sucks. But that was where I was
With
recording.
The trapezoid rooms.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I was really into geometry and then I was like,
You applied for Drexel, and you're like, I want to live at this dorm.
so I thought it was gonna be like really great, and it looked really shiny on the outside, but it's not. It's not shiny on the inside.
Always, that gets me every time.
Yeah,
Shiny.
which is a lot like me as a person. So anyway, I started recording in the dorms and stuff. I put out a couple EPs on the internet, and then I was like, oh, I want to play these live. So I started playing with Dave and Alex Piro, who are not here right now, who I met through a person I was dating at the time. All right. And then we became a real band, and we struggled to come up with a name, and I really liked Zelda, so I suggested Water Temple because it sounded trippy. And then while we were recording our latest EP, Brendan joined the band.
It's true.
On bass. Yeah.
And that was this recent release.
Yeah.
Yes.
Sleep to this,
Sleep to this.
but don't sleep on it.
Oh no! Yeah, no.
Shameless plug.
Betamax. You guys. Well, how many of those tracks did you guys play today? Because I know Betamax was played today, and that was.
Two of them were from the EP. The last one we played was new.
Unreleased? Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't recognize that. I don't like
It's
that
called called Porno.
Oh, cool.
Hey.
Yeah.
Not like the Arcade Fire one.
I was just thinking about that.
Is there an Arcade Fire song?
There it is.
Oh,
The boys in the porno.
I don't know. I didn't listen.
That's cool.
So tell us about the influence that you draw from. Like, what do you guys? What kind
You
of
guys got
music?
this whole psych thing going on.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I think it really stems from all of our. We have a pretty eclectic taste. So
Cool.
if you look, we the way that I think of music a lot of times. So like when we started recording this record, it was Dave and I were engineering the project, and it like started out. Chad wanted it to be an acoustic record, and then that didn't happen because we really like guitar pedals, and then so we just sort of went to town with that, and we just sort of drew influence from a lot of like psych rock and stuff we were listening at the time, but also a lot of like older songs. Like you were listening to a lot of like chicken picking stuff, and so
I like a lot of like country music.
Oh, cool.
And, like singer songwriter sort of projects, because I'm vain and very self-centered. So that's where like that's coming from me. Then we like the psychedelic rock, and that's where like
yeah.
the majority of the sound is coming from. I think
That's a good mesh.
Yeah.
It like I guess the sound of the record really came from like the tools that we had at the time, really like of like what we had and how we were gonna use it. So like all the synths that we have on that album are just like my roommate's little tiny like Volca key thing. That's like a little tiny box.
Cool.
We didn't really know how to use it, but we just made it work.
Yeah.
Cool.
Well, yeah, like a lot of times when we were recording parts, like fleshing out the instrumentals, it wasn't like, oh, let's like think of this part. Like we would just go in and then we're like, all right, we got to write Dave's guitar part today. And then in like 2 hours, we'd do the whole thing.
Yeah.
I would sit there, and I was very tired in that period of time, so I'd often fall asleep while they were
It's true. The beginning of Chad and I's friendship was really me hanging out with sleeping Chad. He's a great guy.
Yeah, it was a bad impression. I was falling asleep every time we were hanging out. Like,
Yeah, and he was listening to the music, so therefore sleep to this. So
Oh.
boom.
Cool, cool.
That's clever.
Nice.
So what do you guys? Let's talk about what we've been listening to lately? Because I know I've been listening to some good stuff. Chad, why don't you start us off?
I guess going back to the country music thing, I was trading like playlists with my friend recently, and so I had made this playlist called the Twang Zone, which had a lot of stuff. Yeah. So it had like some Harry Nilsson on it.
Okay.
I love the Everly Brothers too. So that's always in rotation for me. Loretta Lynn, specifically the song Fist City. That's like my pump up song.
Dope ass name.
Yeah. That kind of stuff. Yeah.
What I've been listening to recently. The new Pond record came out a few days ago, and that's really cool. Been listening to that a lot. They're coming to Johnny Brenda soon, so I got taste of that. I'm super stoked about that.
Did you say Pile?
Pond?
Oh, Pond.
P-O-N-D.
Yeah.
It's the guy from. It's got people from Tame Impala in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna see him at Shakiney's next week.
Oh yeah, that's sick.
Is that
It's gonna be
with
fun.
what's his name? Nicholas Albrook?
Yeah, he's in
Yeah,
that
his
band.
solo project.
It's really
completely
cool.
bonkers too.
Yeah. I've also been listening to this band called Nightlands, which is Dave Hartley plays bass in the War on Drugs, and it's his like solo
cool.
project.
All right.
And so they like recorded it at the studio that I work at, and so I've been like it just came out, and like fun to hear like the final versions of it. It's really cool. So I've been listening to that a lot in the car. Also been into Genesis again.
Oh yeah.
I listen to a lot of Genesis.
Let's do it.
Yeah, Genesis like getting some good Phil Collins in there.
Why
you
not?
know? Yeah.
You got me into it too. I was like, where do I start? And everyone else was telling me like, start with Peter Gabriel, but he's like, just listen to the self-titled record.
Yeah,
And I
it's
was like,
awesome.
yeah.
It's really great.
Mama.
Oh,
Hey.
I only know that. I specifically know that song because it was on the Grand Theft Auto 4 soundtrack on the Liberty Rock radio.
Mama was?
yeah,
That's like the 7 minute.
yeah.
Oh my
That song
god.
is so crazy.
It's awesome.
I wouldn't get anything done in that game if I was listening to that song was on.
You're just
Jeez.
driving around. You're like, I just want to keep playing this song again. I don't want to shoot anybody in this game. I don't want to do anything. I just want to drive around, listen to this.
Oh man.
All right, cool. No, I mean I've been listening to Hoops a lot. I mean, because like I've just been into that. What was that one?
Hypnagogic
The
pop.
hypnagogic pop, dude.
That's cool.
That I'm super into that genre lately. I mean, it's because I have this like fixation with psychedelic rock, and that's why I like your guys' music so much. But dude, yeah, I mean, Tom, what
It's
you
got a
listen
weird
to?
jangly stuff.
Dude, the jangly pop is the genre that we've coined, dude.
We haven't coined it. That's well established. Just like we've been
Are you claiming that
exploring
you
it.
came up with Jangle Pop?
I think it was the Birds, right? They did that
Like
first?
the Smiths. The
Birds?
Smiths are jangly.
Yeah.
But I've been listening to a lot of the Talking Heads.
Yeah.
And just like the
Remain in
weird
Light.
80s stuff. Yeah, Remain in
Remain in
Light.
Light.
Totally, Bored Under Punches blows my mind every time I hear
Oh.
it. And then I got into a lot of speaking in tongues when they had the whole funk phase with
So good.
burning down the house.
Dude, their live record stopped making sense. One of my favorite albums of all time.
Well,
It's
it was
so good.
it was really cool because I saw them. I didn't see them, but I saw their movie. They played "Stop Making Sense," the movie, at the Prince Theater, which is
wow.
largest theater screen in Philly or something. And
so good.
and so it was right there and on this huge screen, gorgeous sound system. And I left that movie thinking I saw them live. It was filmed in like 1984.
Yeah, it's sick. Yeah, but like, and that band, like Bernie Worrell, I think was on that band at that time. The dude from King Crimson was in the band at that time, and they had like just killer players on that record. Like that version of I guess This Must Be the Place is like
Exactly.
It hits you in the heart. You're like, oh shit, wow.
So good. And it's been a little overplayed, at least from my standpoint, but I still listen to it. I mean,
But it's like when you see that on a TV, you're like, that suit he was wearing is really big. But then you see it in the theater, and it's like,
it makes sense.
it's even bigger.
It's so big.
Yeah.
There's the one part where he's just doing laps around the stage, and like, what? Who does that?